over the years, PSG has become like an extended family to the parents. They enjoy that coming over here. Those who really attend PSGs, they wait for it.
Yes. Hello and welcome to Voices of Inclusion, an initiative by Brindavan Education Trust. I'm Janaki Narendra, the host for today's conversation with Mrs. Sheela Kamath. I'm a trustee and special educator at Brindavan. The conversation today is one that comes straight from the heart. We will be talking about support for parents in the form of a parent support group. It's a support group that addresses the needs of parents in their journey of raising special children with special educational needs. Our guest for today, Mrs. Sheela Kamath, is a special educator and a councillor at Brindavan Education Trust. And almost 2 decades ago, she initiated the parent support group with the support of Dr. Gayatri Krishna, the late Mrs. Rupa Shiv Kumar, and the late Mrs. Kusuma Narayan Murthy. Mrs. Sheela, with her experience in counseling, transformed the support group into a safe and supportive space for parents, a place where parents could feel heard, felt understood, and perhaps less alone. So wherever you're listening from, settle down for a deeply honest and meaningful conversation with Mrs. Sheela Kamath. Welcome, Sheela, to our podcast today. Shall we begin?
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
So we are all eagerly waiting to hear about this meaningful journey.
Okay.
Can you take us back to the moment where you first got the idea to start the parent support group?
Before I answer that question, Janaki, when you said about 2 decades ago, now I just want to tell you a little proud moment. Our PSG started 2001 and it completes 25 years. That is, it is in the silver jubilee. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
So, yeah, really, I'm proud about that. And it is going on well. So that's why I just want
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea for the support group began, I told you, about 2001, in 2001.
Okay.
And we noticed that children were given support and also there was intervention for them. But whereas the parents were not given anything, in the sense they were feeling very emotionally stressed.
Yeah.
And guilt feeling was there, confusion was there, fear was there in them. So they were not able to openly share their feelings with anyone.
Right.
They didn't find any safe place or a space where they could vent their feelings.
Correct.
So this was the scenario in 2001.
Okay. Yeah. So was there a turning point in this journey which made you feel that there is the need for a parent support group? So was there a turning point?
Yeah, sure. See, I remember some parents waiting after meetings, that is parent-teachers meetings, just to talk.
Okay.
And when they had finished that meeting, they would wait for the teachers or other parents. And when they would speak to us or teachers as well as the parents of other groups, they were really, sometimes they would break down.
Yeah.
So, listening to...
probably because they didn't have anybody to share their difficulties with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So they felt that this is the place where they could share.
Yeah.
And these are the people with whom they could share.
Right.
So that was it. That was the turning point.
Okay.
We realized parents needed a support community to vent out their feelings.
Right.
And with the encouragement of late Rupa Shiv Kumar, one of the founders of Brindavan Education Trust, support group was started as a small gathering, informal gathering rather, and then slowly grew into a very meaningful, strong community.
Okay.
That is how it all started. That was
is-
the turning point which I told you.
Yeah.
And the parents needed to vent out their
So because the parents came and shared only with the teachers,
Correct.
that's where
Yeah.
you decided that
Yeah.
this is a space that needs to be
definitely
filled.
Yeah.
So why do you think these parent support groups are important for parents in their journey of raising children with?
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Parenting itself is a challenging thing.
Yeah.
And raising a child with difficulties
Yeah.
or a neurodivergent child
Yeah.
becomes an additional challenge for the parents.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So parents feel lonely when they are not heard.
Yeah.
And also they realize the needs of the child and the additional support which they
Yeah.
require for the child
Yeah.
and the guidance which they require.
Yeah.
It becomes very difficult without the support.
Right.
So they may not know what to talk
Yeah.
or where to seek guidance also.
Yeah.
So a support group creates a safe space where parents can connect with others who understand their experiences.
Correct.
Yeah. Here, Janaki, I want to tell two things. That is parent support group, how it is important. One is PSG helps parents to realize that they are not alone.
Right.
One.
Yeah.
Secondly, the feeling of community becomes healing. These are the 2 points which I just wanted to bring out.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very true, because when a parent is alone, there is the sense of isolation
Yes.
from community, because that journey is
Yeah.
not shared by everybody.
Yes.
Right?
And they cannot open up also whether
Correct.
they will be judged.
Yes.
That is the feeling which they
Yes.
have.
Yes.
So they don't want to. And that is how when they bring, or when they are in their same group,
Yeah.
it becomes a little healing for them.
Yes.
And they can open up also.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, what kind of activities are conducted at the support group sessions?
Yeah. Okay. The sessions include like stress management activities, parenting guidance, and a talent show at the end of the year. We also have that so that parents can come out, whether it is the mother or the father, anyone
Oh,
who
the
has.
talent show is for the parents.
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they feel so happy to show off
Yeah.
their talents also.
Yeah, yeah.
And awareness programs are also there. All these things are being done during the sessions. Okay.
Okay.
And during and after COVID, we shifted from offline to online
Ah, okay.
because it became very difficult.
Was
And
there
for
a
all-
reason
yeah.
for the shift?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it became difficult for the parents to take the transport, and also on a Saturday morning.
Okay.
I'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Saturday morning to come all the way in the heavy traffic of Bangalore. So, we shifted to offline.
Oh, online.
Online, sorry.
Online, from offline.
So,
Okay.
sometimes if actually the resource person wants it offline, we do it. Not that
Okay.
we are very strict about it, but we do it. But 90% of the time it is being done online.
Okay. So these sessions, when are the sessions held, Sheela?
Yeah. These sessions are held on second Saturdays of every month.
Of every month. Okay.
Every month. It is from 10:30 to 12.
Okay.
So it is convenient for the parents also
Yeah.
to come.
The weekend always
Weekend
makes it
yeah,
convenient.
Exactly. And they can sit at home
Yeah.
and listen to that also.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is how we go on.
Okay.
And last year, actually, we had on 8th March 2025, we had PSG hosted vocation and education.
Oh, okay.
Connecting parents, children, educators, and institutions.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. It was titled like Pathways to Possibilities.
Okay.
It was mainly for the parents to know what options are there for them, for their child.
After school.
After school.
Okay.
Yeah. After that is whether they can get into the academics or they can just continue their work or to do the vocational courses.
Okay.
So that is for the parents, and also the people who came to showcase, that is the participants, they could showcase their services.
Huh. So it became a platform for all the stakeholders to meet.
That is how. So that was one of this thing. In the same year, we also had one more fair. It was little difficult for the volunteers actually. They really worked hard for that. And full dedication was there. Anyway, the second was known as the Bridges 2025. So that was for the parents and that is for their child, where they could see, where they could go for their therapies. So, or any professionals. So, for the parents and the therapists rather, or professionals, you can just say. So, that is how they could also meet on the same platform, could find out what are the things they can, where are the places, which places suited them, or where can they take their child for the therapies. It also tells them about the distance also, which matters a lot in Bangalore now. So they could find out. So these were the two signature events for PSG last year.
That's lovely to hear. So what makes the parent support group at Brindavan special? Is there any particular reason that you would say that the support group is a special one at BET?
See here, parents are not treated as outsiders. So, or judged for their emotions. One thing. And our goal is not only to help the child, but also the parents and the families especially. So we have to support the families. Unless the parents or the families are strong enough, they cannot bring up the child in a very strong manner, isn't it? So that is one thing. Over the years, PSG has become like an extended family to the parents. They enjoy that coming over here. Those who really attend PSGs, they wait for it. So that is how it has become an extended family for them. And it is run by the parents and for the parents.
So the parents volunteer to...
They only volunteer. And there are about 2 from JP Nagar Center, 2 volunteers from Jayanagar Center. They come forward and take up the responsibility of doing everything. So they select the topics and then go ahead with other arrangements. So that is how it is being done. So that every year it is like that. So and also 2 teachers are being assigned for the support of the parents. So altogether about minimum of 6 or 7 volunteers will be there.
So have you, in this journey of almost 2.5 decades, have you seen any hesitation in parents when it comes to joining a support group? And if you have, what do you think the possible reason for this could be?
Yes, there are several reasons. There is hesitation. See, first of all, if they have the acceptance has not been there about their child, that is the major reason. And the emotional fatigue, which is there with them. So it becomes overwhelming to listen to the same thing again and again, isn't it? So they would have already heard that with the doctors, the other professionals, the therapists and others. Again, come back on Saturdays and listen to this is really, it becomes
probably
too much.
Some parents look for an escape rather than getting back into
that
same thing.
Correct. That is also there.
And
more than that, another thing is, we have overheard people or the parents telling, again, the same advisors, same suggestions. I don't want to listen to all these things. We have heard them talking about it. So that is another hesitation in joining the support group. And if they are working parents, then it becomes difficult for them to attend. So they opt out also. And if it is offline, then again leaving everything home on the Saturday, the other children and the child who is studying in Brindavan and their in-laws, if they are there coming for this, it becomes once again very difficult. For them. So that is another thing. Some parents may also feel asking for help is a weakness. They are not very comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And also to express their personal things in front of others.
Yeah.
They find it very difficult. So these are the few reasons why they don't want to attend, or there is hesitation in joining the parent support group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from hesitation, are there other challenges that you have come across in this journey?
Yeah, Janaki, there are quite a few. Apart from parental hesitation, one of the ongoing challenges faced by PSG is the continuity of the volunteers.
Okay.
So many parent volunteers eventually drop off or stay away from the PSG. Of course, they have to, but once their child completes NIOS.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can't help them.
Yeah.
So it has to be.
Yeah.
And what happens again, training the volunteers,
Yeah.
it is a big challenge.
Back to square one.
Yeah. So that is one thing. And so again, identifying first of all, these parents also don't come sometimes forward unless they know it is really good to join.
Yeah.
They don't come forward. So identifying them.
Again, it's an additional time and energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They feel it.
Yeah.
So we have to accept, because there will be lots of things at home for them.
Correct.
And this becomes an additional, as you rightly said.
Yeah.
So training the new volunteers becomes a continuous process for them.
Yeah.
Then financial sustainability is there. Here is another important challenge, since most coordination between the volunteers and the other parents is by WhatsApp.
Okay.
So these volunteers, what happens is these volunteers don't see them personally. They don't meet them at all. Because none of them come to drop the children unless the child is very small or has been asked by the center.
Yeah.
So they do the WhatsApp. And what happens here is collecting membership becomes very difficult. How to go about with that?
Yeah.
So that is another challenge. And at the same time, we cannot make it free also without collecting the membership. It cannot be made free. Why it cannot be made free is the resource people who come to do the sessions, they
have to be paid.
So they have to be given something, at least the conveyance if it is offline, or at least some honorarium.
Yeah.
So that is there. And with the request of Gayatri Krishna, now we have opened up the network for others also.
Okay.
So it's a very good initiative which we have taken up now.
Yeah.
But once again here,
Yeah.
membership, that collection of the amount becomes difficult.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a nominal amount that's collected.
Yeah,
right?
we collect only 500 rupees.
Yeah, that's a very nominal. Yeah.
And we are thinking of collecting for the non-Brindavan parents 1,000 rupees.
Okay.
It's very, very nominal for what we are doing.
Yeah.
And the sessions are so interesting and by such reputed people, I think they should be really going in for it.
Yeah.
So that is another thing. Which we have to look into and see what we can do.
Okay. So have you seen any friendships or communities that have formed through the support group? Something that you have witnessed in your journey?
Definitely. Last week, I received a message from a parent telling that the child's class or the group, which we call it, they all came together and went to the museum.
Oh.
Vacation time, no?
Okay.
So all of them met and they went to see the museum. They had a great time, it
The
seems.
parents and the children.
Yeah, parents and the children.
Okay.
So that's what she had messaged. It was a real great time, ma'am.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
This is what we want.
Right.
This is a small thing of the offspring of the PSG only.
Right.
No?
Yes.
In the beginning, we wanted some parents residing in the same area to form a group. But that is slightly difficult because children will be of different age. group.
Yeah.
Here, the group that is class wise, it becomes easy for the parents.
Yeah.
So that they can talk to each other.
Yeah. They have a
discuss-
common ground.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So she said it all started on a Saturday when they came for the session. After the session got over, they went for a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So all the mothers were there.
Okay.
So went out for a cup of coffee. And after that, it was followed by a small picnic wherein even the spouses joined.
Okay.
So the spouses, along with the children, they went for a picnic.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So, and later they have done one more thing is now only the fathers have to meet. So that, just to see how it will be,
Yeah.
the children and the fathers.
Yeah.
I said that's a good idea, isn't it?
Yes.
So yeah. So in sometimes what happens, even these mothers, if they want me time, sometimes they are really having a lot of fatigue sets in.
Yes. Yeah.
So what they do is they leave their child with the other parent for about a half an hour or so. For the child to bond with the other child, that is this thing. And she goes for a walk or somewhere or for a shopping, then comes back.
Yeah.
So this is how they are sharing the
The load.
Yeah, that is the load or anything. And they are all very happy now.
Yeah.
How they came to the PSG. Now when I see them, they say, very nice, ma'am. PSG has helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what changes have you observed in parents after they have joined the PSG? I mean, you did mention that there is a sense of support and a feeling that they are part of a community. So apart from that, what else have you observed?
They have become
changes?
very confident, Janaki.
Okay.
Very confident because they have accepted their child.
Yeah.
Okay. So one is that. Secondly, they are emotionally resilient. Okay. When they express their feelings with other person, so it really gives them a lot of relief also, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is there. And many who came into the PSG for a support, now they have become the support for others.
Okay.
So that is also there. The fear and other things have all gone.
The initial hesitation.
Yeah.
So I guess once they overcome the initial hesitation and the reasons that you mentioned earlier, then they begin to see the advantages of
correct
being part
how
of the
to
group.
bring that is a
They have to experience that to
experience it. That is why we just tell the parents that you have to become the advocates for others. When they start talking about it to other parents, it is better than the teachers or the others talking about it. They are in the same boat. So when they express, so they will understand in a better way.
Right.
That is it.
So what message would you give a parent who is listening in right now, somebody who is feeling overwhelmed or alone? Is there a message you would like to share?
Yes. Please come and join PSG. That is my first thing. You will really find a change in yourself and in others also. It is okay to feel overwhelmed. It is okay to ask for support. There is nothing wrong in that. Your child does not need a perfect parent. Okay? They need a supported, hopeful, and emotionally connected one. That is the message I want to give all parents just now listening to this.
That's lovely, what you just said.
Really.
I'm
it's
sure.
very close to my heart, PSD, as you rightly said, very close. I really can't imagine without PSG being there in Brindavan.
So when you look at the group today,
Yeah.
what is it that makes you feel most proud about?
Just thinking, which started as a small idea or a small thing, now it has grown up. It has become such a supportive group, strong group, which is helping so many parents.
Yeah.
I really feel proud about it. So, seeing parents once again searching for, going in for it is not required. It is there in Brindavan.
Yeah.
So I really feel proud when parents are happy.
Yeah.
PSG exchanging their what do you call the experiences also. Yeah, that makes me very proud.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to use one word or a sentence to describe the support group, what would it be?
Um, yes, I would like to. Our PSG is a space where parents feel heard, supported, and understood. These are the three words I really stress on: is
Yeah.
feel heard, supported, and understood.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Janki, before I end this or end the session, I just want to go back and talk about a story
Please do.
about the PSG,
Please. Yeah.
wherein I have seen a parent who really didn't want to attend PSGs at all. Slowly, she started coming to the PSG sessions, used to sit in a corner, just listen to the resource person, and then just go away without even talking to anybody.
Okay.
Slowly, then we saw a lot of potential in that parent. So we made her the coordinator. Slowly, we said, no, we are there for you, nothing to worry. So we made the coordinator. Of course, it has taken a long time, not that. So we made her the coordinator. She used to do a lot of things. Then at that time, she started speaking to other parents, exchange the experiences, what she was going through, or rather went through.
Yeah.
And listen to others also. And slowly she became the coordinator of the
Okay.
parent support group.
Okay.
After that, there is no looking back. She was wonderful.
Yeah.
She did courses also.
Oh, lovely.
SLD course she did, and also parent course she did. Both the courses. And now, when I see her, I feel so happy. Is this the same parent who resisted to come to the parent group and doing so much of work here now?
That is the magic of the support group.
Thank you, Janaki. Really nice. Yeah. When so many parents are there,
Yeah.
really nice to be with them, exchange, isn't it?
Yes.
Nothing like the relationship which they, or the bond which they give.
Yeah.
Have.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So that's a lovely platform that you have created for parents to, bond and feel like a sense of belonging.
Yes. Yes. Sense of belonging. Have you seen any parent, in Brindavan, like very happy? I must have, no?
Oh yeah, when I see parents at Brindavan, they all, I've seen many of the people who are part of the parents who are part of the support group.
Correct.
And there definitely is a sense of confidence when, like we will be able to continue on this journey.
Correct.
So there is that sense of, and acceptance, like you said. And the feeling that they are not alone. There are other people who are experiencing the same thing. I think that goes a long way in helping parents feel a sense of belonging.
And you must have seen the child or the parent when you have done the assessment, while doing the assessment, and how the parent will be later.
Yes.
You must have had a lot of experience about it.
Thank you so much, Sheela.
Welcome,
that was a
Janaki.
very, very inspiring conversation with you, and you brought out really well the realities that families face along this journey, and as well as the need for inclusion and acceptance.
Yes.
And how, the power of togetherness can bring so much strength. The strength in people coming together as a community and as a group and supporting one another.
Right, Janaki.
Thank you,
Thank you
Sheela.
for giving me an opportunity. Really, it was beautiful talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of this journey with us. If you have any thoughts or questions about what we discussed, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and see you soon with a new episode of Voices of Inclusion.